In a bustling, ever-evolving town lived two kindred spirits, Puku and Pyuki. They weren't brothers or sisters by blood, but by a shared youthful exuberance and a boundless curiosity about the world. They faced life's challenges and joys together, often learning its profound lessons in very different ways. Pyuki, the sprinter. Pyuki was a whirlwind of energy, an enthusiast for immediate action and instant gratification. When Pyuki saw a mountain, Pyuki didn't think of maps or gear. Pyuki just started climbing. Why waste time planning when you can be doing? Pyuki would declare, a wide grin plastered across their face. Pyuki had a knack for starting things with immense zeal. They once decided to build a magnificent treehouse. Within a day, Pyuki had gathered a haphazard collection of planks, hammered a few into the tree trunk, and declared it almost finished. Pyuki loved the idea of the treehouse more than the tedious process of building it correctly. When the initial excitement wore off, and the rickety structure refused to hold their weight, Pyuki would move on, disappointed but never deterred for long. Always on to the next grand idea. That wasn't the right tree anyway, Pyuki would rationalize. Already spotting another, seemingly perfect one. Pyuki experienced many short-lived triumphs and quick, frustrating failures. Their enthusiasm was infectious, but their projects often lacked foundation. Pyuki learned quickly, but sometimes the lessons were painful, scraped knees from rushed climbs, broken tools from improper use, and the sting of unfulfilled potential. Puku, the cultivator. Puku, on the other hand, was the quiet observer, the thoughtful planner, the one who understood the rhythm of seasons and the importance of roots. When Puku saw that same mountain, Puku would study its terrain, consult guides, pack a sensible bag, and understand that the journey was as important as the summit. A steady pace wins the race, Puku would often say, with a calm, reassuring smile. When Puku decided to build something, it was always with careful consideration. Puku chose a strong, mature tree for their treehouse project, spent days sketching designs, measuring, and patiently learning about joinery and weight distribution. Each plank was sanded smooth, each nail driven with precision. It took Puku longer, much longer, to see tangible results. There were moments of doubt, moments of quiet frustration when a joint wouldn't fit just right. But Puku persevered, understanding that true strength came from a solid foundation. Puku's treehouse, when finally complete, stood strong and unwavering, a testament to careful planning and patient effort. It became a beloved spot, not just for Puku, but for all their friends. A safe haven where stories were shared and dreams were whispered under a sturdy roof. The crossroads. One season, a severe storm swept through the town. Pyuki's hastily built projects, the makeshift fences, the decorative but flimsy garden trellises, they were all swept away, leaving behind a trail of frustration and wasted effort. Pyuki sat amidst the debris, utterly disheartened, for the first time truly questioning their approach. Why does nothing I do last? Pyuki lamented, burying their face in their hands. Puku, meanwhile, surveyed their own property. The storm had tested it, but the well-built fence held firm. The sturdy garden beds had withstood the deluge, and the magnificent treehouse, though battered, stood resilient. Puku didn't gloat. Instead, they felt a pang of empathy for their friend. Puku approached Pyuki, not with advice, but with a simple gesture, a fresh cup of warm tea and a shared silence. After a while, Pyuki quietly said, "Life often sends storms, Pyuki. It's not about avoiding them, but about how we prepare for them." The shared lesson. In the following weeks, something shifted. Pyuki, humbled by the storm's lessons, started watching Puku more closely. They saw Puku meticulously repair what little damage had occurred, reinforcing structures, planting new seeds with care and foresight. Pyuki noticed that Puku wasn't just doing things. Puku was understanding them. Slowly, tentatively, Pyuki began to ask questions. How do you know which wood to choose? What makes a foundation truly strong? Puku answered patiently, demonstrating rather than lecturing, showing Pyuki how to research, how to plan, how to embrace the process as much as the outcome. Pyuki didn't lose their spark, their eagerness. Instead, it was refined. They learned the joy of proper planning, the satisfaction of a job done well from the ground up. Pyuki started new projects, still with enthusiasm, but now coupled with a newfound wisdom. They learned to dig deeper, literally and figuratively, to build foundations that could withstand the inevitable storms of life. And Puku learned too. Pyuki, seeing Pyuki's renewed zeal and thoughtful approach, realized the importance of sharing knowledge, of mentoring, and of appreciating the vibrant energy Puki brought. Puku found a new kind of joy in seeing Puki's sustainable growth. The moral of Puku in Puki's story. Life, like an unpredictable landscape, teaches us through every mountain we climb and every storm we face. Asterisk for the sprinters, like Puki. Asterisk it teaches that while enthusiasm and quick action are powerful, true and lasting success comes from patience, preparation, and the courage to learn from mistakes and rebuild. Stronger and wiser. It's okay to fail, as long as you learn to lay better foundations next time. Asterisk for the cultivators, like Puku. Asterisk it teaches that meticulous planning and consistent effort are invaluable, and that true fulfillment often lies in building something enduring not just for oneself, but for the community. It also teaches the importance of sharing wisdom and supporting others on their journey. In the end, Puku and Puki understood that life isn't about being one or the other. It's about finding a balance, the passion of the sprinter tempered by the wisdom of the cultivator. It's about realizing that every setback is a lesson, every challenge an opportunity to build a stronger foundation for the journey ahead. And together, their individual strengths wove a richer, more resilient tapestry of life for them both and for their beloved town.